Hello and welcome to a gaming special edition of Killer Whales Live, brought to you in partnership with MoonBeam. Shout out to our partners over at MoonBeam. I am your host, Rodney Sorensen, and today we're going to be taking an in-depth and uncensored look into some of the hottest crypto gaming projects in this space right now. But here's how it works. We're going to have our three whale judges grill these projects as they have 10 minutes to pitch their little hearts out. But the twist is you, the audience, are going to have the final say. Here's how it works. All you have to do to participate is scan the QR code on the screen or just go down to the comment section like I would do and type sink or swim. But without further ado, let's get into introducing our three whale judges. First up, we have a Grammy Award-winning producer and community partnership and lead over at Yuga Labs, Illa the producer. Illa, that's a mouthful. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? Great to be here. Excited to see these projects.
Let's go, baby. Living the dream. All right. Next up, we have the drippiest man in crypto. I got to add that in there because look at that jacket and that cigar. You got to light the cigar at some point, Doug. But next, we have hands down one of the most infamous content creators in the space today. Please welcome Doug Hype.
What's up, baby? I'm excited to be here with my fam. Shout out to Illa, Jesus, Rodney. Love you guys. Look forward to seeing these projects.
Check, yeah, bro. And last, but certainly not least, one of my oldest friends in the crypto space. There were all these nice things about him for me to say, but I'm going to say a few things. But he is actually a League of Legends OG and a top-tier competitive gamer turned content creator, Jesus Martinez. Jesus, how are we doing, brother?
Yeah, pleasure. Invested into over 50 different rounds in crypto gaming. Looking forward to hearing about more projects. And also, if any of these projects want a 1v1 for clout, I'm the guy to go to.
Oh my goodness. Hey, dude, that's a terrible idea because he's actually extremely good at all these games. I know. All right.
I literally made a Twitter thread challenging a bunch of CEOs and they all lost. So
we know. Jesus. All right, let's get into introducing our first project. First up on the, I wouldn't say chopping block, but on the list, we have Marco Colaco representing Nemus. Marco, welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
Hey man, thanks. I'm honestly feeling a little bit nervous, to be honest. But, you know, come on. But we have Jesus here. He's supposed to save us, right?
Well, hopefully your community's in the chat and they'll drop some swims. But without further ado, let's get into our first pitch. Your time starts now.
Hi everyone. You can share my screen, please. Hi everyone, my name is Marco. I'm a co-founder of Nemus, a competition platform where we help game studios to acquire, engage, and retain players through automated tournaments, AI and cheat solution, and community tools. As many of you guys know, the time is massive. Gaming is already a $200 billion industry, and Web3 gaming alone is projected to grow more than 10x in the coming years. But this isn't just about blockchain. It is about a global shift towards community-driven gaming experience. But unfortunately, today, online competition is broken. Studios spend billions of dollars acquiring users. Cheating is destroying trust. Running tournaments is difficult, and game studios never develop a competitive ecosystem. That results in high acquisition costs, weak retention, toxic communities, and billions of players who never get the chance to compete. And that's where Nemus came in, turning tournaments into a scalable growth engine, a platform where studios can launch competitive experience in just minutes, lowering the acquisition costs while engaging and growing the community. Every tournament becomes marketing, retention, and engagement all at once. We unlock competition for any game or application through automated tournaments, real-time leaderboard, instant payout. Everything is designed to create continuous engagement loops. Acquisition means nothing without retention. That's why missions are the central part of the platform, with daily objectives, repeats, challenges, reward system, progression loops. Players will return because the platform created the habit and identity they need. But competition only works if you play trust then. That's why Nemus include an AI anti-cheat solution and on-chain score validation. We identify suspicious behavior in real time, keeping leaderboards transparent and tamper-proof. The platform is already working. We've conducted hundreds of tournaments, tens of thousands of players have already participated. almost $200,000 in rewards have been distributed, and engagement continues to accelerate. News is no longer a concept, it's a growing community hub. And now it's the right time to scale monetization. Our model expands across multiple revenue channels. Sponsorship reporting is already live with MoonBeam, for example. And subscription unlock premium experience, creator battles, and broadcasts.
Marcos, I'm about to cut you off there. I know you were absolutely cooking right now,
sorry.
but we have to get into what our judges think about the project. What are we thinking, guys?
This is a one-stop shop, right? For games to come and be on a platform kind of like Steam or Epic Games, right? And you say you have these loops to retain your customers. Do you have stats or things to back that up, that you are retaining these gamers as they come into your Web3 game system?
Yeah, we call that what it's like a cross-pollination idea, because we bring together communities from all of the games of the ecosystem, and then we put together then to work together, like to play together, and then we have mechanisms that they can experience each other. So that retention is more powerful because they are not only playing one game, they are playing like multiple games at the same time and being rewarded with that.
Looks like you're having a bunch of votes coming in from on the swim side. So whatever you're doing, keep it going. Doug, anything to add to that, or we'll move to Ilya?
Well, it sounds like you're giving explaining of what you're doing, but have you seen good retention through those collaborations? Do you have active participants on your platform and good stats you can show us?
Yeah, I mean, we have over the standard, more than 60% of the players are returning players, and that's the metrics that we have right at the moment. And the standard market has around less than 30%.
Yeah, that's if you're getting 60% retention in today's market, that's not bad.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, nice. There it is. Ilya, what do we think?
My question is this is my question for everybody, because it's such a saturated market. What do what is your competitive advantage? What sets you apart from your competition like Steam?
Yeah, that's a good question. Not only Steam, but all the other platforms has it's trying to implement blockchain, but when they do this, we don't know what is happening behind the scenes. But the way we implementing the Nemo's platform is that we are showing them what is happening. For example, people can see, we have this feature that is called a transparent card. So people can actually see what is happening in game. For example, if you have another player that is playing for 24 hours a day, you know that this is obviously not possible, right? And you can actually see this because everything is on chain, and we are showing to those gamers that it is happening.
We love the transparency. Ilya, anything to add to that?
No. Yeah, let's see what Jesus has to say.
And you're fighting 50-50 right now, baby. It is tight.
Oh my God.
So Jesus, what questions do we got for my boy Marco?
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing is, who are your clients? Are you pre-revenue? Who's using your platform right now to help grow their games? Because at the end of the day, these platforms, they just want to see more users. If they can see the users, they'll pay more money for it.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. We only have one feature that is currently doing some revenue for the platform. That is the partnerships with networks, for example. The biggest one that we have right at the moment is MoonBeam, that has been sponsoring all the tournaments so far, and then we charge them with a small fee on top of that. We are now expanding the monetization part, and we are looking to have more B2C part of it with prediction markets and also NFT marketplace tiered to the tournaments.
Everybody's got it. The prediction markets are everywhere. Jesus, what thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, if someone's coming up to your platform right now, wants to use it, wants to help get some users for their game, how can they go about doing that? Do they need to talk to you? Can they just do it on the platform? How do they go about it?
I mean, they just need to go to nemos.com and they will see everything that they need. Or they are also free to reach me out on the Telegram. It's just Marco Colaco, and then you can talk to me directly. I will be more than happy to assist new users and new, like, I don't know, maybe new clients.
Hopefully, Marco, because you gave your Telegram out right now, we don't get a bunch of people pretending to be you guys. Marco will not DM first. The first rule of Telegram, right? Marco, you got 2 minutes, man, and you're pulling ahead with the lead. Judge, do you have anything to add, or Marco, you want to? Let's see what's up with the judges first. Anybody have any follow-up questions?
I got one. Like, how do you incentivize people to come to your platform?
Yeah, as I said, like, we have a sponsorship from MoonBeam Network, so they are like giving us grants to, like, he want people with USDC prize pools during the tournaments.
Nice, my boy. So your partnership with MoonBeam?
Yeah, we have like a 1 year contract with MoonBeam.
Hey, they're our partners. I didn't, we got them first, But that's absolutely awesome, man. Anything you want to add to your project, or any of the judges? You guys have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I have one question. How are you gaining your players, right? Like, what's your outreach like? Do you have content creators? Are you doing ad campaigns? Like, I wasn't really super familiar with what you're doing, but I'm kind of surprised because you do have some kind of interesting games on your platform that I thought would be in my feed, but I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, gotcha. So that's basically like, as I said, like a cross-pollination. So we bring together the community from the gaming one to play with the community from the player two. So the users from the platform is actually like a bundle of all these communities together.
30 seconds. I keep going, Marcos. That's what I let you know.
It's just that,
it's close. Keep going.
going.
Keep going, Marco.
Yeah, do you have an esports background? Like, do you have any competitive experience designing tournaments?
Not really. I had to learn all of that like during this like journey as a co-founder. So all the creativity was like behind my head. But yeah,
I mean, it looks like you got it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That is our time. Wow, we got our first swim of the day. Congratulations, Marco. We're starting off hot here. What a ride. How are we feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Like I finised with.
Are the nerves gone?
Yeah, the nerves is gone. Yeah, the nerves is gone.
Well, Jesus was here, so.
Yeah, he showed me out, really.
Well, that's awesome. Judge, do you have any final remarks before we move on to our next contestant?
No, great job, Marcos.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to building these platforms, like, it's all about passion. You got to get the users, you got to keep them, fed, you got to keep them happy. And if you do it, you're going to grow, you're going to do well. So best of luck.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for having me.
That's a good note to end on. We got Jesus preaching to the choir here, but the show must go on. Our second contestant, and it's going to be hard to follow up this, Leandro. We have Leandro Becca representing Olderfall. Leandro, welcome. And let me tell you guys that are watching right now, we got some nice accents on the show today. How are we doing, Leandro?
All good, all good. How are you doing, brother?
I'm ready to rock, baby. So I've got a swim. Are you ready to follow it up with a swim?
Super ready. Let's go.
All right, let's rip it. I love the confidence. Your time starts now.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Leo. I'm one of the 3 founders of Olderfall. I will be showing some content of the game. You can show the screen whenever. Thank you. So Olderfall is a game that has been launched during the last year. We have over 60,000 accounts. I will not spoil you with that, because how did we get to that, right? Olderfall is a game that we built around a very simple feeling, mixing our Web3 experience from previous projects with our passion about gaming. So whenever you enter the game, you see that. You see the grid, you see the visuals, the clarity of classic games, because at the end of the day, we wanted to create a free-to-play game that has a Web3 layer on top of that. So our team is composed of 10 people. We are from Argentina. And behind the team, we have veterans of the local gaming industry. And we try to pull up something amazing. So this is how Olderfall looks for you guys. Yep. Should be there. 1 second. Okay, there you go. So Olderfall is about an auto battler that is about controlling gladiators, sending them to battle, and competing for the best. You can see there the quality of visuals that we try to acquire. And we are currently a heavy community that is amazed for what we have built so far. So how did we get here? We didn't get here by chasing VCs or chasing investment. We rather build it from the core. We actually, before scaling anything, we produced a product first validation at the start of last year, and we focused it on the product heavily. So we showed physically in games and events, and players organically started to show up. So literally 1 year ago, we had this idea or this conservative grassroots, as I'm showing in the screen, with 200 daily users, 4K total users. And as of now, we have literally exceeds all expectations. We have, as I mentioned, 60K users, 7,000 daily active users, which is mind-blowing for a Web3 game. And we have up to 90% daily 24 hours retention, which is crazy, right? So we are not just what we have now, we are planning to moving forward. And for that, we are releasing our community around early access token that players can already start getting into the game, because we have this approach of game first for all the players. So what we did was to do a game related community round for the token release. Before I correct, we are trying to expand the IP, not only by the game, but also flushes, game boards, etc., etc. So whoever wants to join in.
I'm gonna have to stop you right that, Leandro. I like the plushies and the IP. I think IPs are absolutely phenomenal, especially when you get your own. But I do want to move on to the. I'm impressed, but it looks like you got some ground to make up. But let's get on to what the judges think. We're gonna start off with Jesus. Jesus, what are we thinking of Leandro and Olderfall?
Yeah, I'm just curious on why users are still sticky at the moment. I would assume there's some kind of airdrop that they're competing for at the moment. Is that why?
No, the airdrop, we just launched it on May, and we have had this momentum since last year. Honestly, it's because we focus on the game. You can see on our Discord, you can see an active community. As I mentioned, we didn't just create smoke. We just created a game, and after a year, our results are at first sight.
Okay. So I presume you were bootstrapping this project for some time, and now you're going ahead and doing this community round.
Yep.
What's the reason for it? Like, what's the crypto integration?
It's a good question. Crypto integration was from the Glens organically. We kind of find a hidden gem in Olderfall because we tokenize actions of the game. So, for example, we are a partner of MoonBeam as well, as Rodney mentioned earlier. And every action that the players do is a tokenized action in the blockchain, but the players don't even realize, because we made Web3 invisible for them. So what we did was to pretty much make them feel like a game, because literally I come from the esports background and gaming background as does the rest of the team. So we want this to feel like a game. We don't want this to feel like join with a MetaMask, whatever. No. Join for free, log in with your email. You can literally not interact with the Web3 part mentally if you want, but you will still do transactions on chain, which is what the blockchains actually need for the ecosystem to be sustainable. So we find out that balance, I think, and yeah, we are happy with that.
All right, awesome. Jesus, any follow-up questions?
Yeah, I mean, for inspiration, I know Cambria has been doing a pretty good job. They also introduced this little RuneScape betting match where people just fought each other, and it was kind of like an auto battler. So it works. Like, this is a concept people have interacted with before.
Awesome. I do want to move on to our next judge. Fantastic feedback, Jesus. I was going to call you classy. People don't know the lore of classy crypto back then. I'm so used to calling him classy. But it looks
classy.
Like, so you're right around the same range where you started. We have 4.5 minutes left. HELLO, what do you think about the project?
I think it looks cool. You said you come from a traditional gaming background. Like, how do you combat with the negativity that comes with Web3 gaming?
I mean, at the end of the day, I always, since last year, I think, when we went live, we always said that this was a game that uses the best out of Web3. And that was, for example, we always, from the grassroots, focuses on a traditional gamer audience, right? Like Web2 gamers, we did our audience market, and it's like Clash Royale players, TFT players. It's like casual gamers because it's an easy game to play. But obviously, we put the Web3 technology and the blockchain technology on top of that. So I think the negativity goes away the moment you show results. And at the end of the day, is what we did. Again, if you can find me a better example of a game that has 7,000 daily active users, I don't think that Exi has that currently. So we're confident on what we are doing.
That's a cold line. Leandro. You're making up ground little by little. It's almost split 50-50 with 3 minutes left. Doug, what are we thinking?
I think it's really hard to keep a game running just off of tokenomics and financial return. Because you gotta have to keep feeding the system. But your game is on mobile, and it looks very much like it fits into the mobile genre. Just from Web 2 appearances, it looks pretty nice. I played some of it last night. Do you plan to expand, kind of like Cambria did, went from an auto battler and then they had different game modes? Are you planning to expand game modes, go to iOS, do things to like expand the game itself so that just normal gamers that don't care about Web3 at all might come and continue to be interested in the game?
Oh, Doug, you will be the best friend of my colleague. Like, we are working currently on different, in parallel, different game modes. As I mentioned, I come from esports, so I think I have been annoying internally of adding ranking tournaments into the game, for example, and different game modes, as you mentioned. iOS is something that will be released this month, has been a pain in the butt for obvious reasons, because #iOS. Yeah, I have a Mac, but it's still a pain in the ass. So it is what it is. And for different game titles, as I mentioned on the last slide of the presentation, we are looking already in discussion with an editorial for a board game. We are already building. We have a team of 2 people working on a different title for mobile. So yeah, the idea is to use blockchain the best way possible, which means, okay, I have this core product which is freaking working with a lot of people playing. Okay, let's expand it. Let's expand it on different game modes, different within the game product, but also parallel products that feed that ecosystem, that game title. So you will find a tower defense of Olderfall by the end of the year. You will find a non-auto battler, because we all know auto battles are like, whenever we say there's an auto battler, people say, oh, come on, another auto battler. Okay, yeah, we did the analysis, we did the market research, and people is actually playing it. So again, the results are there. So it's not the game mode that I like. I literally have that too, the World of Warcraft.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah,
so,
we need a skill-based mode so I can crush Jesus again.
He's never touched me in a game before. Okay, buddy.
We have almost 30
talking
seconds.
heavy.
We have almost 30 seconds left, Leandro, and it's crazy because I'm convinced you might have to start threatening the audience at this point.
Nah, the audience was just tilted because of the technical issue. The video is fine. It's fine, guys. I would rather have everyone joining into the game and experience it by yourself. This is a happy moment for me to share with everyone what we are doing. So follow your heart, whatever that you want to vote it is fine. But I think we have the best games here. Here.
I love the confidence, but with that, Leandro, your time is out, and it looks like you are going to. I gotta say, I was impressed, but the name of the game is that we let the audience choose. I actually like the art on it. I've always learned never to judge a game by the art. Like shout out to Hollow Knight, right? I love those small indie games. Leandro, how we feeling after that round?
It's all good, brother. I literally was presented during the Nemo's presentation, so I have double exposure, brother, but I cannot complain.
I love it. Well, I like the pitch, but unfortunately the audience didn't. But good luck to you and your project, brother. It was nice having you on the show. But next, we have to move on to our next. Actually, my bad. Judges, do we have any any words of inspiration? Any words for Leandro?
I think Leandro's confidence is going to take him really far, man.
Yes.
So yeah, like don't take no. You never take no for an answer. So,
I don't think this vote was off of the actual quality of the game and what you're saying. I think maybe there's something with the accent or them not being. I don't know what's happening here. But I'm telling you right now, that vote was not how I expected to go.
Yeah,
I played this game last night. I was in the Discord. It's active, which is actually a really nice thing to see in Web3 gaming. Me and Jesus were joking last night. Are these even games? What are they even doing? And I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're doing a lot of crowd shaming right now.
There you have it. Like also our community is pinging me on Telegram, like when is Doug playing? So I think we may invite you, Doug, to have your own guild in Olderfall and recruit some gladiators and kick their asses.
We're here to game, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, brother. All good.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next project, Leandro. A little bit of crowd shaming, guys. Don't leave, please. Don't cancel us. No, we love you guys. And hey, that's the name of the game. Yeah, they're sink or swim. We are 1-1 right now. So let's move on to our next contestant. We have Hugo Bellifor representing Kugle. Can you pronounce it for me? Oh, your mic. Your mic. Your mic. Whoa. Let me talk for him. I don't know if his mic is working, but he did have a sick accent, you know?
Yes,
There it is.
I'm here. Oh,
There it
okay.
is. Okay.
Okay.
Ugo,
So nice to meet you. It's Belfiore and Kugle for the game.
Yeah. You know, the accents are sweet today, guys, and we're not even done yet.
Mhm.
Ugo, welcome. We have one sink and one swim. How are you feeling? Are you up to the challenge?
Yeah, I'm obviously stressed out just because it's a glitch,
yeah,
right? But
Yeah.
I'm backed by the project that I believe is really good. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, let's rip it,
We'll do it.
man. Without further ado, your time starts now.
Okay, so nice to meet you. I'm Hugo. I was a gameplay programmer before in the video game industry. Worked on Ubisoft games and then Lego. And then 5 years ago, I started Kugle Corp. That's what I'm presenting to you. But before starting with this presentation, I would like to ask you one question, guys. When was the last time you played a crypto game to have fun?
About a year ago.
Yesterday.
Cooked us with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe you see what I'm going with that point. The crypto games right now are very small part of the audience, and we have 3 billion players that currently are not interested about video games, crypto video games, sorry. And why? The answer is simple. Games are not fun now. It's like an elephant in the room, but we can speak about tokenomics, about anything, but if the game are not fun, they are not played. So that's why we wanted to start our game 5 years ago, and we start building on Kugle. Kugle, what is it? It's a cozy gravity platformer. So it's a mix between Tamagotchi, Pokemon, and Mario Galaxy. So we are actually currently live on the store, Epic Store for PC, and for mobile on iOS and Android. And let me present you Kugle. So Kugle is a pet game. You collect little creatures we call Kugle. You take care of them as any Tamagotchi. So you give them love, you give them food, and you take care of them every day, and you collect them. There is a breeding system where you can create other Kugle that you can sell in the secondary market. And our core feature, we have a 3D gravity platformer. Like Mario Galaxy, you control those little creatures in some gorgeous environment, online, with the community. And we have different game modes for those little Kugle. So we have one game mode where it's a huge open world where you can collect the food for your little Kugle. We have other game modes, competitive, races. So we have 10 races, and players every month compete with each other to try to win the leaderboard. And yeah, so that's it for Kugle, what it is. We built it since 5 years with an initial phase, then a continuous growth. We are in beta since 1 year, and we released 4 months ago. So players usually buy your token.
You're actually cooking right now. And when you said Tamagotchi, dude, that brought me back. I actually really like it. But we do have to get into what our judges think about the project. And
Okay, let's go.
Hopefully you can answer, finish that, that answer with some of these questions. I do got to say that you're actually killing it right now on the votes. Let's start off with Illa this time. Illa, what are we thinking?
Man, I'm thinking the cool community showed up. Like, what the hell? So tell us more about the team. Are there any OG game devs on your team?
When I started, we were 2, a crypto trader and myself, a gameplay programmer. And now we are 8, all from the video game industry. So game designer, composer, graphics designer, 2D, 3D. And yeah, some of them worked at Ubisoft, myself included, Lego, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it looks like you have, I like a small, scrappy team, and the game looks great. Real smart to do the Tamagotchis. And the characters look cute. And, like, so, like,
yeah.
how are you looking at, what's your plan for like IP? Like, are you doing any IP plays with these characters?
Yeah, of course. And that was the pitch, 3 minutes, so short to show everything. But yeah, basically with our game, we have 4 next steps. The Steam launching in the Asian market. Because for now, we launched in English with French marketing. So that's why, and let me show that slide. Yeah. So that's why now we are preparing a launch Asian market, Steam, and plushies. And not only just some merchandising, but we have some NFC toys. So a plushie we can sell with an NFC chip inside. So player will be able to buy them, scan it on their phone, and receive their NFT and playing the 3D game just like that. So our goal is to put a little figurine on the hand of every child in each school, basically. And we actually did some events in Paris and Montpellier in live, showing it to real people, to real parents with their child. And children was crazy about it, wanted it more, wanted to play more, and kept their figurine. We even sold from $500 of figurine in the event.
Wow.
And that's where we see that's what we have to do. It's merging a game, figurine, an IP, and yeah.
That's phenomenal, man. Kind of gives me that like Pokemon feel. And if you guys ever played Tamagotchi, let us know in the chat. And while you're down there, smash the like. It's obligatory. Smash the like button, repost the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're watching over on YouTube. Let us know what your favorite Pokemon is while you're at it. Let's move on to Jesus. Jesus, what do we think about this project?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit conflicting in the sense that, so Pudgy originally was going to make a game, and then they decided to go ahead and go all in on IP. I feel like that's kind of where you're going. You don't have the craziest amount of downloads. You realize the kids like the figurines, and so maybe this is where we need to go moving forward. Is that kind of your thought process as well?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We started with a game because that was our experience. The game worked. We have small community for now, but it is working. But we saw that the real value, the real people are into the figurines. So that's what we are into now. And with the Asian market and we are going to Japan in a few months, and we will try to see what we could do there with the figurines. And yeah.
Japan, you might kill it, man. Jesus, anything to follow up to that? Then we'll go to Doug.
Yeah, I mean, like mobile gaming's an enormous market. Are you trying to push more toward Instagram, toward TikTok? What's your go-to-market for Asia? Because it's like a whole different beast.
To be honest, we are just starting that. So yeah, we have 3 steps I know that we have to do. First, the localization. So basically translating the game for China, for Japan, etc. That's not so easy. Then going on the building in the platform of Asia, because they are different. So for example, China has their own Play Store and stuff like that. And then doing some good partnership for the marketing side. And we are working on that. So for the moment, we are at the start of it.
Okay, you guys are in it. Awesome. Doug, take us out, man. Obviously Ugo's absolutely killing it. Let's kind of add to that lead.
Yeah, baby. I'm like, look I got it on my iOS right now. But let's continue with this. What's really interesting, okay? I work with like Pengu Asia a lot. The Pudgy Penguins are obviously vibing. They've got their IP out there. You look like you are a complete carbon copy of their setup right now, which is insanely smart, okay? Now, are you planning to look to do collaborations even with people like the Penguins or other high-level IPs? Because I think that's the direction you need to go. You need to aim for the absolute moon. If you're already getting that kind of traction with what you have, you've got to expand quickly and start collaborating. My thing is CNC. You've got to cultivate culture. You've got the cool IP in the brand, and now you need to collaborate like crazy.
I have nothing more to say about it. Just, yeah. That's exactly what we are going to do. So yeah.
I mean, I'll connect you to them right now. Let's go. Let's start collaborating on the highest level right now, guys. Like, there's no time to wait. This world right now of collaboration and content creation on the internet, you could go crazy viral right now on Instagram in a couple weeks with what you have. Do you have ideas to go take over socials and just do a ton of content creation with your IP?
I'm working with Olivier in my team that work on that stuff. Not okay. I see 5 seconds. So yes, with my team, we are working on that. Let's see each other after that.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Ugo. Absolute domination, dude. You left us with no drama. What are we doing here, man? You're supposed to make it a little interesting. Well, fantastic job. How are we feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. I was afraid at the beginning that from the fact that I'm French and I don't speak English very, very well, I was maybe in the pitch going to screw up.
I think it keeps us engaged even more. So I'm gonna be honest with you. With the R's, I was kind of engaged.
But yeah, I'm happy that with my pitch, with the product that we show, we can see that product is good and we are going to work. So,
awesome, brother. Congrats. You are second swim of the day. Little clap for our boy Ugo. And let's move on to our, my bad. I keep trying to move on without giving our judges some final words. Judges, you guys have any final words? I know you guys were all pumped about this project.
I want one of these guys right now. I want a plushie. I want the things. Let's get it going. What, Jesus? I mean, come on. You can't disagree with that, right? We need more culture IP out there from F3.
Yeah, no, he's smart, man. It's called know your truth and work backwards. So that's the game plan. So tap in with Doug, because Doug seems super excited to get you plugged in. So don't lose that opportunity.
Dude, Ugo dropping the hammer in the third round. We love it, Ugo. Appreciate you being on the show. Congrats on being our second swim. Now we got to move on to our last project and another fantastic accent. We have Anna Stoilova representing Outmine. How'd I do? Did I do all right?
Great.
Anna, that's going to be a hard one to follow up. How are we feeling?
Absolutely, yeah. Last, you know what they say, dessert is for last.
She had to hit him with it. Well, awesome, Anna. Hope your community's in here ready to rock. And without further ado, take us away. Your time starts now.
Hey, everyone. So we can start with the pitch deck. I'm Anna. I'm co-founder of Outmine. And we are a strategic dungeon crawler game with more than 100,000 players already. We are set up by Rogue Studio. That's the company. And we have already achieved, basically, we're a team of gaming industry veterans with millions of downloads. So we have a lot of experience behind us. Here is where we are today, guys. We have already 100,000 players. We have achieved more than 4 million transactions on MoonBeam, and we have completed 75 weekly tournaments so far, and more than 100 million gameplays already. And we're already generating revenue with more than $30 per paying user. Now, what's the problem? Web3 gaming creates a lot of friction for players, right? You probably felt that. You have to install a crypto wallet, connect. It's a lot of hassle. What if gaming can be super accessible? And this is what we're solving with Outmine, right? So players can mine for gems, they can trade their pets, and they can win rewards this way. Right? What's more interesting is that with Outmine, you can play on any platform. So that means your laptop, your mobile, we are there, right? And how does it work with Outmine? So you mine for gems, you have to survive in the dungeon, and it's super fun gameplay where you can compete on weekly leaderboards. And again, you can do this on any device, on Telegram, and on mobile as well in your browser. Right? So what we have been doing, guys, we have these beautiful pets. We just launched our biggest campaign yet, which is called the Forge and Fight campaign. So what we launched there is you can acquire essentially your pets, but you can also play for free as well. And when you play, you can trade and collect more pets, and even you can sell your pets as well. So you have a really nice closing loop here. And the campaign that we did has already been super successful, right? People have already been trading their pets, but also we're now running tournaments on Nemus, our partner here on MoonBeam as well. And we're seeing a lot of growth, guys. So just in the past, quarter, we have 9x our revenue, and we have also made 7x paying user growth as well. So we are now at Telegram, and we're launching on Android, Steam, iOS, and console in the next couple of years. So we're really growing rapidly. And we have proven that the system works, right? So it takes us $9 to acquire and $30 revenue per player. Now, we are just starting out. We are also building a gaming universe of IP, like the rogues here that you can see. So a lot of characters that are expanding, not just in gaming, but also in movies as well. With licensable IP, we already have a deal as well, and we're just starting.
You are app. I don't know what kind of prompt you made before, but that was so articulate. It's insane. But I do have to stop you right there, even though you were spitting hot fire, to get it to see what our judges think of the project and ask some questions. Hey, Jesus, what are we thinking?
Yeah, so you're making casual games, right? How are you getting these users to stick and spend money on your platform? I mean, I imagine a lot of these guys just want to chill and click on their phone and brain rot.
Yeah, the number one thing is fun, right? You're making an addictive and fun gameplay first and foremost. It's a simple recipe, really. So if you make a game fun and strategic and smart and people enjoy it, they will stay.
Fair enough.
Love it. Nice. Clear, concise. Anna's killing it with the answers. Next, we have Illa. What are we thinking? What questions do you have for Anna?
You mentioned that you're going to expand into IP and you already have some like a partnership lined up. You want to expand on that, or is that like alpha that you can't share? Like, tell us more.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the thing. We have always been very community driven. So the most beautiful thing is we have people within the community that are already taking our own IP and they want to do animated series. So the deal that we have is with a creator from within our community that wants to create an animated series. Now he's partnering with organizations in the US and in the UK, where basically he's going to use our IP, but he'll create animated series with it. So we have the community on board. Everyone is loving it, right? And this is the beauty of this space, as you guys know.
That's awesome. I have a really favorite game. I don't want to bring up another game here, but they're just making an animated series. So that's going to be awesome for the people that really like love your game to get an animated series and know their characters and stuff. That's awesome, Anna. And it looks like you're doing pretty well in the swim department. Like, what is it? 60-40-ish. Doug, what do we think of the project? Uh-oh, Mike's out, Doug. I can feel the energy, though. I can feel the energy.
Oh, hold on. My mic. What happened to my mic?
Oh, you're good now. You're good now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. It looks like you're leaning mean, like small team. This is a Tron site type setup where it's just like really easy. What is like your genius ideas that sets you apart? What is it behind this that makes you different from other games that are, because a lot of games are doing the same exact thing and they might not be getting these results like your user acquisition versus like your revenue. They all seem to be really great, but you wouldn't be able to really tell from the outside. What is the things that make you different from another like mini game on a phone?
Yeah, great question. So two answers here, right? The number one greatest power that we have is our co-founder, Morgan. Now, a lot of people say they have success, but he really has it. So previously he created a game with 1.4 million downloads single-handedly. That meant he naturally knows how to execute on the gaming front, right? He knows exactly what works because it's not like he's working in a super large team. He's actually done this success on his own. So this is number one. And I would say the number two is our passion. We're not new to the game. We have been in this space for 4 years and we've given our best, like you said, lean and mean with our passion, with our efforts. And this is because it's our dream, right? We want to see this happen, not just for us, but for everyone else in the community as well. And I think that's the really important ingredient to really survive and thrive for the long term as well.
Yeah, I'm completely confused because I'm playing the game. It's very simple. We've seen a lot of these Tron games that like went big and then they were all reliant on like TGEs and different things going on. But there's a special magic here with some of these sometimes. Sometimes you're just able to flood your IP everywhere. And so maybe it's your team member that's doing this, but it seems like it's working somehow. And in the current game status, like this ecosystem and even Web 2 games are having trouble retaining their players. So whatever you're doing, I want to know more about it, and I hope that you can actually like post some stuff on Telegram to Twitter and let us know the special like ideas and strategies that you have.
Yeah, definitely happy to share. I think there is a lot to be said more for this outside of this space, but in short, sometimes simple works. A lot of games make things too complicated and they lose players. So I definitely think there is a lot of value in simplicity that a lot of games should think about at least when they're lean, and then only expand with complicated things further down the line when they're probably a lot larger team as well. So you said it there, value, simplicity has a lot of value.
Yeah, I don't know how, hey guys, I have no idea how these games are actually getting and retaining users. Like, it's very hard to do in this market right now. So good job, everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a tough ask, and Anna, I'm gonna be honest. First of all, you're building on your lead. Awesome. You're absolutely dominating right now. You're getting me fired up. I want to fight right now. It's weird. But do you have any more follow-up questions, judges?
Yeah, I want to know what's coming next. Are you planning to, you said you're going to plan and expand this IT as like a cartoon, but are you reaching out to do like bigger collaborations as well?
Yeah, definitely. So we're working on some things that I can't just share, but definitely we are also open to collaborations with people in the space, anyone here, right? So definitely something that we have a lot of potential, and we're working on really actively, I would say. And in terms of the gaming front, the crazy thing is that there's so many mediums as well where we can launch with very lean budget and reach a lot of people. Don't want to give all my secrets, but the secrets sometimes are outside of secret.
We're not live or anything. Anna's got the NDA. She pulled the NDA card on us. But Anna, you got about 15 seconds left. Is there anything you want? I mean, it looks like you're going to absolutely swim. We're going to get to that here in a second. I guess we can start a little bit of a pre-celebration. Anna, congrats on. We got to wait for the buzzer. We got to wait for the buzzer first. There it is, baby.
There it is.
Yes. Right. I mean, we already knew she was going to take the W. Anna, congrats on swimming. It looks like you kind of dominated from start to finish. How are we feeling?
Great. I really want to thank everyone because I really told our community to vote swim. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, friends and community, and I appreciate you all for asking nice questions. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it's about in the crypto and just any community, really, just having a strong community. And it looks like you got that. Judges, any final words before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I would say, I know you said you're utilizing your community to expand the IP, but I would agree with Doug and just start to work heavily on partnerships and look outside of your community. Community is amazing. Community is everything. But when you're talking about business development, it's time to like hit the ground running, put the boots to the pavement.
Yeah, thank you.
And she's got a lot of great stats to show. So put that in the pitch deck and get it going.
Doug, Jesus?
Yeah, I kind of don't agree with him at all. I think that leveraging your community to build your brand is very important. So I think like business development is important, but imagine people have their own businesses within your community. You can leverage that and grow much faster and have easier access toward them.
I said use both.
All right, Doug, what do we got, Doug?
Well, the key is you've got to have a story lead, right? Your story lead is that you've got success, you've got good numbers, things are working, your community's excited, right? And at the peak of Web3 gaming a couple years ago, we saw that all over the place. Here's a story. Oh, we're so excited about this, right? You've got to capitalize that. You've got to use collaborations. You've got to like empower your community like you're doing to have their own business, to do stuff. You've really got to ride the wave and push that out as much as you can, because otherwise the wave comes crashing down and then you lose your momentum, right? So like you've got a lot of good building blocks, and like a lot of the games that are here today, utilize that wave that you have in a positive way and reach out and do tons of BD to get good collaborations, high value situations for yourself, and then take those situations and leverage to make your community even build up more and empower them even more. And then the sky's the limit.
Let's go, Doug. Absolutely phenomenal. Well, Anna, thank you so much for joining us today. Phenomenal job. You're our third swim of the day. And it looks like that is the show, guys. Special shout out to all the projects who came and explained their products to us and our community. Big shout out to our judges. right? You guys did absolutely phenomenal. And of course, our community, all the people who voted today. Don't forget to follow us on X and of course, subscribe on YouTube to stay up to date, all things Killer Whales. And massive thank you to Hello Labs and MoonBeam for powering this show. It's been a thrill. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.